when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that. The way I get it, boy. Lost, they gon' start, they call it error. Fuck his game, pop out on him.
They killed, give me say 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity. Saves the facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe just slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait. It's around it. King and the angel be ready to put dog on us. Give us all the beast. 144 get the brutal show. We could all be at peace. As soon as it's a sound, your kingdom busting it down. The only way justice is found. The time for your judgment is now. You see just how it feels. Payback is a
They doing hot and wild, boy. Check. Check. It's on. Y'all give me a 1W in the chat if y'all can hear me about the shot. Do that again. Well, clap it up there. Shalom. I.S.U.P.K, my brothers. I.S.U.P.K, start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Operating under the leadership of Commander Jenny Hanna. We're not affiliated with no other Israelite group, Muslim, Christian church. Whatever you have, you understand? The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is done on our own toes, our own back. We've been bringing this truth out since 1969 that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites of the Bible, according to the Bible, according to what thus says the Lord, man. You understand? It is Friday night, in form of fashion. What we do, we go over things that are pertinent to language. And LASHAWAN, QADASH, and we always have this tradition where we go over the Hebrew because tomorrow morning is the Sabbath service. So we'll read the Sabbath, the scriptures for the Sabbath service. You know what I'm saying? So what better way to go ahead and get the practice in for the Hebrew tonight to go into what you understand we going into. That okay, let me get a scripture. Let me see if I still know it. Let me see. Give me a do. Y'all got any questions online? in the class. Like not 37, 32, 32 to 7 for sure. But if y'all got any questions online, you know what I mean, put it in the group chat. Of course, in here, y'all know how we rock, raise your hand. Get straight to it.
Remember the days of old.
Now, forget them, right?
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
Remember the days of old and consider the years of many generations. So tonight, what I plan on doing is exactly that, right? We're gonna go over the things. So now we know. If y'all didn't know, now you about right. The beginning of the year has started, right? The real year, what the Most High has constructed, and how He's constructed the world to maneuver and be ran, right? So we might get into April Fool's too. I don't know if I got some time, but just to show you the history of April Fool's, because the oppressed is the devil the Bible speaks of. That's without a doubt. So he got us believing that the year starts in the dead of winter, which is, we know when it comes to that, you understand, we're talking about with Janus, right? You got the God or the deity, you understand, with the two heads, one looking one way, one looking opposite. You understand? And you think about when it comes to the New Year's resolution, you always looking back to what you did and then looking forward to not doing it, what they say, new year, new me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the spirit of what the whole Janus thing is. So we're going to show you where the Most High, the decree, it said that these will be beginning of the month, which was during the time of the Passover. Which we know all things become new then. Y'all know? Anybody know? All things become new when? Give him a hand. Damn right. All things become new in the spring. And as we see, spring is here. In full effect. You understand what I'm saying? Pretty from the top of it. Remember the days of old and consider the years of many generations. As our Father, He will show you. You know.
Our elders.
Our elders that will tell us, right? And we've been doing that since we've been in here. The scripture says, get at the feet of the prophets. We're the doors of the saints. You understand? Roughly paraphrase. That's what we've been doing. So we can go back and see the things that we did. When we read these scriptures, we're literally asking our forefathers, because they're the ones that did what? They relayed a message. You see, Ezekiel saying, thus said the Lord. Moses saying, thus said the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? The angel saying, thus said the Lord. So we can we can read and then we can ask for the breakdown. John, give me Jeremiah 6. Question. Get more clarification on what you asked. Most on correct. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Most on Christ, give him a hand. It's a wild reason, okay? All right. You understand? Thus said the Most High, stand ye in the ways and see. I've done that. I can attest for myself, and I know many brothers, just like me. We've stood in the ways and paid attention. See is just like you're observing, you're watching. And that's what we've done. We've watched these men above us. You understand? We've watched how humanitarian move. I said this Wednesday, and I gotta say it again. Humanitarian is real nigga. Salaki. Like just hearing how he speaks and hearing the love that he has for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I mean, good night, man. Who would want this man? You know what I'm saying? Leading people that are fools. That's you understand. But like I said, stand you in the way and see. Ask for the whole path. We came in here. We went to the tradition of our forefathers and our foremothers. We keeping the tradition by doing what? Commemorating the feast days. Right now we're in what? Feast of First Fruits. We asked for the old path and now we're walking therein. Right? It says, where's the good way? And walk therein, like I just said. Ye shall find rest for your souls, man. Listen, I always talk about how we come together. It's like the kingdom of heaven, especially when it came to the Passover. My son, listen, when we first got there, the first day he said, well, Daddy, can I go play? At first, I was like, man, I ain't about to have you play it. And my wife, what else he gonna do? You might as well. So they helped him out. Anyway, he went to playing. I ain't see LJ for about an hour or two. But guess what? I won't worry, won't trip it. But here and there, he would come check in and, good daddy, then go back out and enjoy himself. That's the rest of our soul that the scriptures talk about because we're able to be among brothers and sisters and not have to worry. You understand what I'm saying? The rest of our souls is seeing the wars that's going on, Iran and Israel and all these other nations and things like that. We know that this is what's going to happen. It's going to be the end of the world, which is what? Our right. You understand? Where we're going to be the ones that's ruling the kingdom of the kingdom. You understand? So this is that rest that we get, right? It says, but they say we will not walk therein. We know that's the wacky, tacky damn Christians. You know, that's our blackity black people in the Egyptology. You understand? All our people that say, oh, well, I've been eating shrimp for crap all my life, ain't did nothing to me. Well, damn it, I see he's doing something to you. You understand? Your arms is hanging. You understand? You got high blood pressure. So it's to the point, like we said, we're seeing these things unfold in the scripture. Let me get to your question. You said the 12 tribes were all 12 transformed. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? The 12 tribes are patriarchs. You know what a patriarch is? So they are the fathers. So Jacob had 4 wives. All 12 tribes were born from those 4 wives. So like Judah was the fourth born son, right? So every time that a brother was born, the mother or the father, mother and father, named that son. For example, Judah is what? What's Judah's name? How you say it in Hebrew? You got it? How you say thank you? Okay. So what's Judah? Yahweh, right? So Judah is his name means the most high praise or the most high thanks, right? So it's a conjunction between Yahweh and Tawada. So when you put it together, you get Yahweh, right? You can hear both of those words in there, correct? Yahweh. So you got Yahweh and then Tawada. So that's where, like he said, his name means praise, right? Most high praise. So every brother's name that was named was something that was like Shemaiah, Simeon, meaning affliction heard. You understand? Law Yah, meaning joined to me, because how they was joining them through them being the priests, the beginning. Well, I can not say beginning because we're supposed to be kingdom of priests, the living, the most high only pick Levi. So every brother's name that was born, they got me because of their who they was going to be or what the Lord gave or compelled Jacob and his wives to name. Just like it's no different than like in here. You understand what I'm saying? A brother or sister will get their name according to their characteristics, the mannerisms that they show. You understand what I'm saying? Am I answering your question? So when you're saying that they let me see. Yeah, were they all transformed at once over time? It took some time, baby making time. So you know what I'm saying? Is that what you're asking though?
You're saying like, for instance, did they all just like become the 12 tribes at one time? Like they was already here, did they just become maybe 12 tribes? Like, oh, y'all 12 tribes, like they just formed at one time. But you answered the question, like it was the babies that was born,
right?
You know what I'm saying? They got the name, and so it was the 12 tribes. But like you could say they formed all together, but at different times. That makes sense. It's like how brothers coming, brothers coming to the school, everybody get a name, and then that brother go on to school. So you answered the question.
Okay, I see what she
said.
So basically you saying like once the last brother was born, it was like now y'all are the 12 tribes of Israel. Well, okay, then in a sense, yeah, I thought you were talking about that. So with that being said, you gotta think about it. A tribe, let me get it. Because you think about it, like when we talk about, okay, who is Israel? Because we say the 12 tribes of Israel. Who is Israel? Yeah, you're right. But, yes, I don't even want to say but. You're absolutely right. As far as the question that I'm asking, though, it's the 12 tribes of Israel. So, who would be the person that's Israel today, or we call Israel? What is his other name before he was called Israel? Jacob. So you can also say the 12 tribes of Jacob is interchangeable, right? It's not wrong. So they became the 12 patriarchs or the 12 tribes because those were the sons that he had. These are the ones that the Lord, has set forth before us. Even during the time of Genesis, the 49th chapter, he brought all those children, those baby boys, the sons, and told them what would befall of them in the latter days. So these were, once that last one was born, it's like this is it. But each one of them was a tribe as they progressed. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. But I feel like there's a but coming, Paul. Yeah, you have Rachel and Leah, and then their handmaid. Both of them gave Jacob a handmaid. So he had children from No, Rachel and Leah. Rachel had a handmaid and Leah had a handmaid. It's four.
I have the definition.
Love for sure.
A community composed chiefly of numerous families, clans, or generations who have a shared ancestry.
So you see, they have a shared. They have this. Read that last part. The generation throughout what?
Throughout a shared ancestry.
Throughout a shared ancestry. You understand? And you think about it, like, for example, my father's generation. You see three different generations here. You understand? With their brothers. You understand what I'm saying? So when we talk about the shared ancestry, who would be the shared ancestry in this context? The father, Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Because we know that's the lineage we come from. You understand what I'm saying? So we talk about Abraham, Isaac. Abraham had more than one son. You understand what I'm saying? He had the two with Sarah, but he had a few of them with them. He had one with them Ishmael, and then he had a couple of them with Torah, right? But the one that was accounted for the seed that was accounted for the promise was Isaac. And you got Isaac. You understand? He had two sons as well. There was only one that was more so named and that we continue through, which is Jacob. all Jacob's sons are now the ones. Okay, all right. Hold on. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into this alphabet, man. Let's set it in the minute for five characters. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, really though. Really. Right here. All right, we want to start off with and we made this announcement, right? Remember, I promised y'all the loot. I forgot about it. We break the loot this time. The winner gets $10. Right? You gotta win. You gotta, how you gonna pick? You gotta pick yourself. You got who? You got $12. What $12 got to do with you winning $10 for the loot? Oh, you donate the $10 so that you know everybody can win the $10. He's like, nigga, is you crazy? Listen, man, Lord, we can add on to the $12 you got, man. You know what I mean? Listen, that's on you though. You gotta study. No. I'm gonna try to do some review and all that, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to say so you won't be crinkle too much. You know what I mean? But we definitely want to play that. I feel like I gotta study my hoops for y'all. Good night. But y'all, it'd be too easy for y'all. Yeah, exactly. It makes me think they ain't listening. I thought they would listen like a mother. Especially when they go hoop club. Really? This is why I want. Yeah. Come on, I got to do it. How about this? A whole list back there. Who? Who? I think you said Don. What's the next besides Don? You trying to say Captain Garner, man? Yeah, get closer to the. Yeah. Yeah. Say that one more time. Five. There you go. There you go. Uh-huh. 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 Yes, you do. Oh, well. There you go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What's on correct? Make it good. Son crazy. You know who next? Yep, I ain't even gotta say it. What's on crazy? Which one he say? What?
Right here.
Oh, he getting the pronunciation right. Go ahead.
He did it.
Sister K. I was just shy. You all yourself the hand, man. Damn right. We always gotta keep our foundation. Always. You can never build a house. Like what if they start the roof first? You can build the roof, but you ain't got no roof to put it on. I mean, you ain't got nothing to put the roof on. You understand? You gotta start with a foundation, and this is the foundation. Characters. You understand? I say all the time, too, even when I was writing down now, my God, down, how was that? Yaka, La Mana, Understand? Still trying to think of a song. Y'all come up with a song. Let me know. Let me know, just. You got something. Oh. All that hair, man. You know what I mean? Looking like Colin Kaepernick cousin, man. Let me borrow some of that. You know what I mean? But you know, like I said, what I said, like we said, you understand, we want to always get the characteristics, the foundation. Right? Now, what I want to do is write characteristics of it. Right? And anybody know the characteristics? Y'all know? Huh? Look, you doing that, Kayla? Remember, we might break the hoop. Maybe I might need to make it 20 and make it real different. I don't know yet. Look, he said, Go ahead, what you got? Nah, give me some. Let's fill them up. I mean, Paul. Outside time to here, y'all just. Huh? Okay, come. Hold up, hold up. Yes, count. Oh, you name it that. Okay, okay. Got hold up. Yeah, where you at? Oh, okay. That's all good. Mhm. Okay. Let me get one. Hmm? What's that? Yeah, because that's not. You talking about on yours? Yeah, that's why. When I wrote that, that was wrong. I don't know what it was. No, I missed one. I don't know. What was I doing? I was a rookie. You see what board that's on? That's this one is the one you don't like being called. You said. Remember that one? All right. Yes. What you got for me, Jake? Oh, okay. What's that? Well, yeah. Which one would that be? Because that's what I'm looking for. All that, y'all. All that. Hold on. She said that. Which one? Which character? No, say it. They can't see you pointing. What you got, McKellar? Okay. You said Bala? Okay, all right. Hold on. My bad. Who? There you go. I know Mr. K gonna correct you just like to correct me. Uh-huh. Hold on. Nice. And I live. For the memory to put it on. Put some markers in my book. What's the lesson? No line, girl. Y'all stuff, man. Again, man. Yeah. I thought it was at least 8 o'clock. I'm struggling. I'm on the phone, but during tomorrow. Here. Yeah, during. Yeah. I see. I see Howard I ain't playing for it. See what he put in the group chat. No excuses. I'm ready to play. Man, I ain't got no room right. Yeah. Let me see. Am I right back? Well, y'all still have it. Let me write it. Gotta get like off into Auburn, man. Auburn got all his notes in one little joint. Call my intent to do basket is on my arm. Hand is yard. Top is palm. The mod is learn. My young is water or water. The one is sprout. Samak is established. Mark. Teach the sun. There is garage, snare. It's Kawash, eye. It's nod, mouth. Understood like a jaw. No, it is not slow. You didn't do the job. All right. Damn. Hey, you want to get me a little extra job? Start off with, you understand, when Moses was getting these laws on how to commemorate or how to do the things that the Most High said. The children of Israel, read that for you. Huh?
The Lord spake unto Moses, Aaron, and Egypt, saying, verse 2, this month shall be unto you the beginning of the month.
This what?
This month shall be unto you the beginning of the month.
You know?
It shall be the first month of the year.
It shall be the first month of the year. Do you read on?
Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their father, lamb for them.
Now, what day is this talking about? Not just them. Got anybody else? What day is it talking about? So speak ye unto the children, like ye unto the congregation of Israel, saying in the 10th day of this month, which is the first month, right? They shall take to every man a lamb according to the house of their father. Lamb for a house. Who? Yeah, give her a hand. Come. Right. So with that being said, right? Damn right. So with that being said, we know the Passover starts what? Well, this year it was, right? So, because like, even though it says in the scriptures, it says the 10th day of this month. Y'all know when we talk about time, it's like, it's a measurement. It's not an exact thing, right? So April 4th was the one that we just celebrated this year. So absolutely. What I'm more so saying is, so we know the beginning of the year is when? Let's say that. Right. And around what month that we call it today? You just said it without a quote. Thank you. So around March and April, towards the end of March, beginning of April, is when we know we're getting into the beginning of the months, right? So now we know we're getting into the beginning of the year. Let's see if I can find it, man. Because y'all know the months they have names. I don't know what been up with what's the name like that, man? I know I've been spelling this right, because it's Abril, if I'm not mistaken. It's not showing up on my thing. Let me see. It's a lot. This is not showing up on my Blue Earth Project. That's weird. A bid. That's what's like. A bid. Oh, a real is the damn person we went to school with. Yeah, no. Give me Exodus 23:15, man, Carol.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 15. Thou shalt keep the feast of unleavened bread.
The feast of who?
Unleavened bread.
What is right before or what we use before we go into the feast of unleavened bread? Yeah, that's right. Keep reading.
Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days. And the time appointed on pig.
Either one is right.
For in it thou camest out of Egypt. And none shall appear before me, shall appear before me.
Right. They got $200 damn. But with that being said, right, a billion, which is the first one, right? We're gonna say circa. Circa means like around that time. Because like we said, it's not gonna always be specifically that, right? I wanna get into this history real quick before I keep going. Let's read something for y'all. As you know, okay, here we go. It says April Fool's Day. Exact origins are unknown, but it is largely linked to the 1564 adoption of the Gregorian calendar in France, which moved New Year's from April 1st to January 1st. I think I need to read that one more time. Because they say this Bible is fake. They say this Bible is not true. They say there's tampering when it comes to the Bible. I ain't seen it yet. The tampering is the ones that's reading it and don't understand it. The misunderstanding is the ones that's reading it and don't understand it. You read this one more time. It says April Fool's Day. Exact origins are unknown, but it is largely linked to the 1564 adoption of the Gregorian calendar in France, which moved New Year's from April the 1st. Where do we get that from? The Bible. To January 1st. Those slow to receive the news or who continue celebrating in spring were mocked as April Fools. So when April Fools came around, we should not have been saying April Fools, making jokes about it, April Fools, because that is the custom of the heathen, right? I know at one point in time, you know, in my ignorance, being in the world, that's one thing that I, enjoyed, indulged in. But now I know and understand the reason why they're making a mockery of our custom. You understand? So like I said, well, I'm showing all these things because we're in the beginning of the month right now. These are the first fruits. That's when all the harvesting and all that goes. You understand? We eat good. So now I'm showing you, you understand why we are doing these things or commemorating these things. So we got a bill, right? You know, I can't right now English out loud, right now Hebrew. So a bill here would be Abiyah. 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 Oh, you can say, 'cause I got it. So second. The third month is QADASH, Salasia, like Salayasya. Fourth month is QADASH, was fifth month is QADASH. Yes. Yeah. Um, this month. Sixth month is QADASH. QADASH like a society. Or it's our wall. Seventh month. I.S.U.P.K. How you done? Yeah. Eighth month. So my young girl. So you, yeah. Or a wall. Ninth month is want y'all to recognize. First of all, what is the QADASH? The QADASH up here. What is that? Is that, or what is it saying? It's consecutive in every last one of them. There's also something in English that's consecutive. So what would y'all say the QADASH is? Second month, third month, fourth month, QADASH, 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 QADASH. What would your English look for? Who? You're my hand. Right. Now, we all know our numbers, right? In Hebrew, right? Kadosh, Yaz, Kavash, Arai, Kamash. And y'all see, and I want y'all, I'm trying to help y'all with the hoop if y'all realize what I'm doing. But can y'all see a pattern in the numbering of the land? Like, for example, now this one will be kind of a little different. Why? Because it's our body, right? But even reading it is revised item. And that might say, so let's say, Kadash Hamayashia. What's the number for 5? On the Hebrew word. What's the Hebrew word? Kadash is a month. Akar, Salah, Salas, Araban, Shasha. But like, while y'all looking, it's in the word. Do y'all see? Like the first few characters is in the word. Come, give him a hand. Damn right. But now, with that being said, do you see what I'm getting at? What I'm saying is Kamayakia. But you know, even if I took this off, all I needed was an SH. You understand what I'm saying? So now when we're reading, because I'm just trying to show y'all, like, once we start getting the who's, because I ain't saying that who's gonna say time and ready and all that, you know, who wanted to reverse that round, this and that. I'm trying to show y'all, not all, but just give y'all an example. Of course, y'all is too easy. We know Sharia is too. But even with this, Shalat Yashia, you know, again, 3 is Shalash, right? But we know it's like the way it's put, like to put the Yah, let's put 2 Yahs in, right? Huh? Oh, then for Shaya, 6 is Shasha. Y'all should know that too with General Baltimore. He put General Shasha all the time. You understand? Shasha General all the time. Then you got what? Shabbai, right? That's 7. Shabbai Yahai. Shema Yangia. Shema Wana. The Shah Yahaya. The Shah. Y'all see how the correlation is? Now, here we go. Here. So even when you see it, you'll see it, and I'll give you the example. The question might be, which number of months, or what number is the month for God's society? What would y'all say? And I would say, which number of the month will be Kadash society? Right. So that would be it. So you would see God's society. They would have like 6, 10, 20, 18, 12, whatever. But you would have to know that the root word, we're always looking at the root word. In Hebrew, you always want to look at the root word. The root word gives you that definition, right? I'll give y'all one after I raise show y'all what I'm talking about. That's why. What time we looking at? So what time we looking at? It's early like that? Oh, okay, okay. Like blood on a damn wall. I don't want to break. Dude on it. Right. So for example, right? The word I use pocket. Tom means mountain, right? Then we got ma, which is or from. So if I was to say ma, it would be lips. What's that look? Give me the exact thought that you had when I was there, and that look you made, and why you made it. We was, but what I'm saying, those quick. What I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm talking about the root word. The numbers, yes, those quick. When you want to identify these numbers, you understand what I'm saying? Because if I said Kadash, Rabba Yahya, what number is it? What number? The fourth. But see, Al-Rabai will be the root word. But that one changes because now it's Rabbi Yahya. But you still got the off of it, is Rabbi. You understand what I'm saying? So if I say Kadash Shala Yashia, let her answer this one. What's that one? Kadash Shala Yashia. They say the proof is in the pudding. Kadash Shala Yashia. You guess it. Did you take a picture? Kamash is no, Kadash is month. Kadash just means month. So when you say Kadash Shalayashia, what am I saying? What month? Thank you. What is the number for the Hebrew word for three? Shalash. So that's what I'm using this as an example to show you. Pa is the root word. But now when we talk about lip or mapa, right? The root word would be pa, and then preposition is the mouth. So it stands of the mouth. What is of the mouth? The lip. So I'm just showing you a root word to know and identify, even with the numbers, like you said, yeah, you don't see the numbers, but you gotta identify the Hebrew. Y'all have numbers, so like I said, I'll ask you what day or what month, month is Kadash Shalatia. It's like a Shalayashia. You will have 3, 7, or 10. And now you gotta tell me which one. That's what I say, if you see that character or the name with Shalayashia, that already, oh, that sounds like Shalash. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. If they silence is complicit. You said what? What's the understanding of how I found it? Okay, and that's what you want to basically do, though, right? You want to basically have a root word where you'll know what it's saying or what it is. No, a root word is not going to have of in it because of is not the root. I was just giving you an example of, like I said, pa is the root word, ma is the preposition. So you know if you saw a pa, you would know that pa is mouth. Now, if you understand the prepositions, you know ma is of. So we say of the mouth. So I'm showing you how there shalayashia is shalash that's in that word. The root word of shalayashia is shalash to understand and identify the number. You understand what I'm saying now? So who can tell me without me writing another what that is? Without me writing a number of what month is this? By identifying, like I said, the root word, understand. Hold on, you in the hand, you right, yeah, the wrong thing, you right. Why do you say it's the ninth? What is the root word? You almost there. Well, that's, nah, that's your thoughts and your item. But, there you go, exactly. The root word is the shot. So, with the root word then, the shot, for example, so this whole thing. That's the number 9. Without all that other, your iron and all that. So, but you still got the main things, the shot. Now, you know, too, this is a character by itself. So the A will still be on it if we made it, right? So it will look like this. It will be, will look like that. Right? So you got the shot, and the I. It's here still. So these two characters are still here. The shot. I is here. Now it's moved. Because now basically what they did was put the yah in it. Am I losing y'all? Y'all get what I'm saying? You gotta take a picture. Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm sorry, bro. Say no if it's no. Like, your face is no. I can't teach if I don't know what you don't know. You get what I'm saying? So when we're counting 1 through 10, 1 through 10 is God, Shanyah, Slash, Arabai, Mas, Sasha, Shabbat, Shemawana, Hashan, and then Asherah. Right? Those words are still in these words with a mixture of other characters. The shy is still in here. It just has God and God. And if you notice too, I don't know if I want to go on a record thing, but I don't know if I might have the yada. God. Besides the first month, you got Shah Yashia, right? Rabbi Ayin, Yashia. Shashaya, Shabaya Aya, Shema Yanya, Shema Yanya. So those y'all is there, but they're intermingled. So you understand what I'm saying now? You did that so long. I said, Gloria. Oh, I'm sure. What? What? Oh, it's not. Hey, man. I'll be here tomorrow. Well, it's gonna be hot. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be hot tonight. I'm about to put that garment back. I'm about to put that garment back. Hey, you can wear the garment, you can put the garment back, either one. It don't even matter. Don't even matter. I'm about to play it this week. Oh, both sides, that's what I think. I got stuff. Yeah. I'm writing everything down too. Wait, bro. Okay, so we did do this. That's what's throwing me off. We did the throw. All right. I know it's gonna believe that I was gonna mad at right. Good night. That one was easy. I put this on. security announcements, call it roll.
What is our school university knowledge? Gee, Louise, I'm about to start canceling. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm about I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are I.S.U.P.K started out of One West, out of 25th Street, out of New York. Moved from his brother and sister. And moved brother and sister from the school that offering for 6 months. They'll be severe money. They have a check and sell it to the world. They need transportation, the people will arrange it. After 6 months, the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person. He or she must give permission from the execute to the brother or sister. If another 6 months, the brother or sister report each other, the distance in the fair, brother or sister will be given the age to marry, child, and the knowledge of 18 was one, not 3 days. The extension of legal my I.S.U.P.K citizen will depend on an increase or reason. The church department priest one approval of priest, not mandatory whatsoever not would like. For some other congregations, we're in the feast of first fruit. Oh, bro. Look, we're in the feast of first fruit. Start after the unleavened bread at sundown. That was Sunday.
Yes, sir.
That was this past Sunday. Count 50 days to celebrate the 50th day. You read about that in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 10 to 22. If anyone wants to become a student in the school, start wearing all black, blue shirt, and take it in a scarf with that. I don't understand. And is there going to one person teaching? Is there my spot? Minor? Y'all about to
Yahweh Shema Shabbat.
sign down, sorry. Israel going to Israel, spot, minor, rock.
Yahweh Shema Shabbat. So you want to get the fifth, bro?